Louis, Fendi, Prada. Basic bitches wear that shit, so I don't even bother. Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada. Basic bitches wear that shit, so I don't even bother. I put that on my partner, I put that on my family. Oakland City representing, just me as your majesty.
Watkins Glen International for the 9th race of the Custom Cup season here in New York State. It's our first road course race of the year here in Watkins Glen, New York, just off the hill from the village of Watkins Glen. And they love their racing here, one of the most prestigious racetracks in all of the United States. And Custom Cup has the great privilege of racing here. We will wait and see who will win the first road course race of the 2022 Custom Cup. It is the first of 3. We have 7 more regular season races to go: 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 8 regular season races left, including this one. There is 1 road course race in that and 1 road course race in the 7-race playoff. I can tell you the race in the playoff is the Roval, and the other regular season road course race is Circuit of the Americas in Wisconsin, and that is coming up in 3 races here. Watkins Glen International, let's ride along while we give you track information as we go. Watkins Glen International. Back into turn number 1. 66 miles an hour. Track information: 2.45 mile road course. It'll be an 18-lap race. So about 45 miles. It is a 7-turn track. It'll be 18 laps. Now we'll go watch drivers to watch for. Start 6th, he was 4th fastest in practice. Look out for the 4 of Ethan Hansen, who wants his first win of the year. Very bad to get him in the playoffs. Look out for him to be good here today from Watkins Glen. It'll come down to his pit crew though, as this should be a one-stop race. It'll happen just past the halfway mark. Now let's go trackside for the green practice. 2nd in qualifying, Grayson Getz looking to make it his 4th win of the year out of the 8 races. Out of the 9 races we would have completed by the end of this one. Grayson Getz, look for him to be good today, going off 2nd on the front row. Leading them through the field. It'll be around the track. It'll be 31 cars driving 18 laps around the 2.45 mile road course. The pace car leads them to the carousel. Sorry about the background noise, we're in a different room today. And it is a little bit louder in here. Yeah? What? Okay, love you. Okay. The pace car leads them through turn 6. Okay. Down the short little straightaway, the pace car will lead them. And in turn number 7, it's a 7-turn track for the Custom Cup format. Other series, here's one layout. Boom. As the green flag is in the air at Watkins Glen, the Custom Cup is underway. Their first road race of the season. A huge run for the 18 of Grayson Getz into turn number 1. Very fast, easily the best car we've had all year. Look at the speed from the 18, already building a gigantic lead for just one corner up through the S's. The 18 will lead them. The outside line was way faster on the start of that race there. The 4 of Ethan Hansen went from 6th all the way up to 4th. If you were starting in an even numbered spot, you got a good start there. Everyone on the outside lane gained at least a spot as Grayson Getz leads him through the bus stop now. Hasn't been able to pull away since that first corner though. It seems like the 88's been able to hang in there with them. And then the 31 is lurking around in the back. Ethan Hansen is about to be undercharged. Leading him down into turn number 6. The front 3 cars start to break away just a little bit as they work their way into turn number 6. Up front, the 18 of Grayson Getz's lead has disappeared. The lead he built on that first corner is gone. The 88 is catching up. Down the front straightaway once again into turn number 1. Getz's lead is pretty good, but is not going to be able to last long. Very early in this race, and it's a whole minute and 14-second lap. And the whole pit stop, and the 88's pit crew has been great this year, probably the best one, as 31 is starting to lose them, and Ethan Hansen starts to go a little bit more of a comfort zone on Brooks Hansen. 3-car breakaway. The 4 of Ethan Hansen has lost the front 3, and Daisy Stone has lost the front 2 for the most part. It's a 2-way battle for the lead, and all the good racing is in the back right now. Ooh, a little bit of dust there. The 15 got too far on the bottom. Back here is where all the side-by-side racing is. But up front, the 88 and the 18, they ran very similar lap times there. Still the same gap separating them from when the race first started. And crossing the stripe, a very solid lap from the 18 of Grayson Getz. They are almost identical lap times though. As we have a pass attempt here. Terry Hansen up the inside of Will Hansen, not going to be there. The outside lane way faster. As Addison Stone's going to try to take advantage of that. Couldn't get around the outside of the 24, just not quite yet. And the fastest lap that time around wasn't even a driver in the top 10. Back in 16 of Dave Hansen. We haven't mentioned his name much this year, but is a very solid driver in the Custom Cup. He's been very solid this year. Not in the playoffs, but is right on the cusp. Not a bubble driver, but is still a guy to watch out for. And turning the fastest lap of the race. Actually, no, he was not the fastest. He was 7th fastest. It just updated. Grayson Getz was, unsurprisingly, the fastest car on the track that time around. The 4 of Ethan Hansen is still in 4th as Getz will cross the line. And that time they were very similar lap times once again. Only a 1/10 of a second difference. So the 18 can't lose the 88. And the 88 can't get by the 18. Which is kind of proving that the 88 is faster. He just can't quite get by him yet. Up through the S's once again. The 88 is right there. When will he make his move? Will it be a dive bomb into the bus stop? Not going to try it this time. He's so close. He has a chance to make a move whenever he needs to. 88, the 18 was, Grayson Getz was much better in the bus stop that time though. Very solid corner from the 18. The 88 won't be able to get him in this corner because of that gap. He's going to try anyways though. He peels to the inside. Realizes it's not there. He's going to just dive back up just to dive back down into the corner. And Grayson Getz had a very solid second half lap there to build a little bit of an advantage over the Adam Heber. Adam Hemmer, the last couple races, has been very, very good. He's been in the top 5, I believe, 3 races in a row now. Into turn number 1, gets another very similar lap time. That time, Daisy Stone was running a similar lap time. They're 2 seconds, they're a whole second a lap slower than the front 3 back here in a battle for 4th that is starting to heat up a little bit. Brooks Hansen has run back down 4 of Ethan Hansen. As the top 3 cars have completely lost the rest of the field. It's a 3.3 second gap from the 31 back to the 4. And the last place car is 53 seconds back as Toby Stone had to pit at the start of the race. 1:15.275. A 1:15.275. He's actually right in the middle of the pack as far as lap times right now. But he is 30 seconds behind the 23 of Harry Murphy. So the 27 right there, coming into the bus stop, racing gets. That time was a little bit slower than the 88. And Daisy Stone has ran them down too. Daisy Stone starting to turn some fast laps. She just turned the fastest lap over Eddie Hart has ran in the last 4 laps of this race. And then trying to make a move in the bus stop was the 14 of Grant Hemmer. It's not going to be there, so Will Hansen might take advantage of that. Interesting race going on right here for the 6th position. We might have some side-by-side going into turn number 1. The 24 is going to get a little bit of a run. The 14 is going to throw a block. There goes the 41 of Will Hansen. He almost got passed by the 24 as we take a peek back. The 11 of Ben, the 5 of Ben Hemmer almost just got by the 16 of Dave Hansen. But the outside line gets a slingshot off the corner. Take another peek back. And 15th is the 47 of Lucas Hansen. Back up front now, the 31 starting to get bigger and bigger in the mirrors of some of these guys. And again, that time was a 1/10 of a second slower. Aerial view, you can see the front 3 right there, way ahead of the rest of the field. The battle for 4th. That is where the best racing has been, is this little group of cars right here. The 4 car has lost them a little bit. He's comfortably in 4th. The more intense racing has been right here, this little group of 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. And Addison Stone in 9th, as Grant Hemmer is going to try to get up the inside of Brooks Hansen. Not going to be there. Addison Stone was 3/10 of a second faster than this group last time around. So watch out for the 19 of Addison Stone, who is running down this other group. It's now 7 seconds separating the 31 from the 4. Those guys have completely broken away from the rest of the field, as Daisy Stone is just about caught up from almost 2 seconds back. Has finally ran down the front 2 cars, the fastest car on the track. As far as the long run speed, the 31 is the fastest car on the long run. But clearly, the fastest car on the short run has to be the 18 of Grayson Getz. That first lap is very quick. It has not been able to break away as the 31 has completely caught up. The 88 and the 18. And it's going to be time for our pit stops here right around the halfway mark. right as I say that, Daisy Stone is coming down pit road. So is almost the entire rest of the field. Only a select couple cars stay out. I think those front two cars want position over pit cycles right now. They want to take less time on the pits. It's going to be a monkey see, monkey do game here as the entire field is in pit road, except for these few. Let's see whose pit stop will be the best as we go check our pit stop camera, as the first car off the pits on this cycle will be Daisy Stone. And the second car off the pits, Terry Hansen, will beat Ethan Hansen off the pits. Or no, that's Grant Hemmer. So Ethan Hansen might lose a spot on the pit cycle here, as the 27 of Toby Stone, because he pitted so early in the race, is staying out, trying to get some of that track position back. As now I believe the 18 of Grayson Getz is in pit road. But his gap on the rest of the cars was so big, he should beat the rest of these guys out of the pits by a mile. As they're going to be closer together coming off pit road than they were when they came down pit road. Side by side through the bus stop, the 33 is going to run it in the dust a little bit. The 24 is going to steal the spot. As Ethan Hansen is in 5th now. When will Getz get off pit road? The 31 of Daisy Stone is into the final corner. Getz is already off the pits as Daisy Stone works her way down the front straightaway. They've cleared the pits, but here comes Daisy Stone. Up to speed they go. And Daisy Stone is going to get pretty close, actually. Same 3 cars will battle it out for the win. Daisy Stone's picked through, is going to get her out just a little bit farther back on the 18 and the 88 than when she came down. But look how fast her car is. She is going to run down that 88 very quickly. I don't know what that team has done to their car, but she has flown all day long in that 31 machine. She was already up to speed, and that is why she caught up so much faster. And then the battle for 4th and 5th is uncontested. That is a ginormous gap to Terry Hansen, and then an even bigger gap to the 7th place car. And Daisy Stone has passed Adam Hemmer, so I don't know what happened to that 88 or the 18 car, because Daisy Stone is an absolute machine right now, much faster than the rest of the field. There goes the 31 looking for the lead. Not going to be there, though. The 18 of Grayson Getz has a much better turn 1, and the 31 won't be able to stick it going into turn number 2. But the first time today we've seen someone be able to pass Daisy Stone up into 2nd. Now the question is, she has 8 laps to do it. Can she run down the 18 of Grayson Getz? Into the bus stop. Sorry about the dog. Into the carousel. Down the short chute, that's what they call it. Into turn number 6. The 88 is starting to lose them a little bit. Not much, but is. Just the tiniest bit. What a lap for the 31 of Daisy Stone. Those new tires make a huge difference, as Stone is right up to the bumper of Grayson Getz. For the most part, no one's been able to stop him this year. Will he be stopped today? If he wins this race, it'll be 4 out of the first 9 races won by the 18. The clear championship favorite right now. As they come into the bus stop. Kind of a bad bus stop. Look how close the 88 of Adam Hemmer is going to get. And off the carousel, down the short chute again. Grayson Getz is going to pull away a little bit. As Ethan Hansen has caught the 14 of Grant Hemmer, he's going to be able to sneak by for 4th, I think, here. Back up front, the 31, not a great lap. Grayson Getz gets too far ahead. It's really hard to catch him. And as far as playoff implications go, these guys wouldn't mind seeing Getz win again because it doesn't hurt them as far as the playoffs. But if new drivers win, in 8 races, we've had 5 different winners. This is the 9th. Only 5 playoff spots are left, actually. So if a new driver wins this race, we have 4 new winners out of the last 7 races. We will have a driver with. We'll have 5 out of the last 7 races are won by a new driver. We'll have someone without a win will miss the playoffs because of only the 10-car playoff. It is a 23 race season. The Custom Cup has been looking to expand that, but for now they like to get things done. Try to do seasons over the course of only 2 to 3 months, so it'll be 2 to 3 to 4, maybe even 5 seasons a year. As Grayson Getz continuing to pull away now, that short run speed for that 18 car has been incredible all day. We're getting to that point where it's considered a long run on tires. So let's see if the 31 will finally get her speed here. But Grayson Getz was half a second faster that time around. As the lead is 1.17 seconds. And silent but deadly. That's what fans are starting to give him his nickname, Brooks Hansen. Quietly in the top 10, it seems like almost every race, but never actually puts up a fight. For the witness, how about Terry Hansen? He was almost 3 seconds behind this group. 1:14.270. That is 9/10 of a second faster than the leaders. So Terry Hansen is the fastest car on the track right now, but just won't be nearly enough time to run down those leaders coming to 4 laps to go next time by. If we get a caution though, look out for Terry Hansen to win. How are our drivers to watch for doing? Well, Grayson Getz, we said, was a driver to watch for. He's led every lap so far today, including the first, which he didn't start in first, but he has. Then Ethan Hansen, we said, would be solid. He's been solid running in 5th. But he might get passed for 6th here. Terry Hansen has the preferred line. And turn number 7, down the front straightaway. Terry Hansen's going to get side by side with the 4. Into turn number 1, the 24 completes the pass into the top 5. The 24 of Terry Hansen. Now Terry Hansen. He has 4 laps to go, but 5 seconds to make up to get to Grayson Getz at 1:15.762. Is actually faster than Grayson Getz. Can Daisy Stone run down the 31 of Grayson Getz? The lead is 1.2 seconds. Not gigantic for a road course, but definitely the cushion you would want to make up as quick as possible. As you can see in the background, the 24 is going to get right to work on the 14 of Grant Hammer. Into turn number 6. A much better corner for that 14 car. Getz had another very good lap. 3 laps to go. I don't think anyone's going to catch him. As Daisy Stone does not have the long run speed she had at the start of the race. The 88 of Adam Hemmer You have to go way slower down that inside line. The 31's gonna hang on to the spot. Grayson Getz is long gone. That's gonna be win number 4. As Terry Hansen gets by the 14, now up into 4th. But it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be too much ground to make up. Unless someone in the back here gets a caution. And we haven't checked in on these guys much. They're side by side. How about Kelsey Hammer? She's been solid all year, winning at Kentucky last week. 23rd is not what we expected from the 11. As Terry Hansen already catching up though. He's almost a second a lap faster in clean air. Not going to be enough time to catch the leader. Although Getz had a really bad lap. What happened to the 18 of Grayson Getz? They ran him down. Up the inside, Daisy Stone. I don't know what happened, but Grayson Getz lost all of his time. We're going to have a race at the end here, but we need to go back and see what happened to the 18. The lead was huge right there. So this happened recently. A really bad last 2 corners, and Grayson Getz is not the fastest car on the track now, as Terry Hansen has caught up too. So Grayson Getz is holding everyone up now. We're going to have a race at the end here. This just came out of nowhere. So Getz is holding up the entire field. And now we have a 6-car battle for the win. It'll probably be Grayson Getz still. I don't think Terry Hansen has the time. That is the only guy I can see stopping him. But it's going to be the top 6 cars battling out for the win. The white flag is in the air at Watkins Glen. It's been known for some very exciting finishes. Will we get one today? The leaders, they're going to be 3 wide for the lead into turn number 1. Getz can't quite hang on the outside. They're going to be side by side into turn number 2. The 31 of Daisy Stone, the 24 of Terry Hansen. Adam Hemmer loses all of his spots. Daisy Stone's going to get ahead of the 18. Here comes Terry Hansen now up into 2nd. Into the bus stop for the final time. Can Terry Hansen sneak by the 31 and steal it? Grayson Getz has a problem. Really slow those last couple laps. He's losing all of his spots. It'll be 2 corners for the 24 to get by the 31. Whoever wins this race, it'll be their first win of the year. Into the final corner. Does Terry Hansen have the gas tank? He's going to go up the inside. It's not going to be there. Too good of a corner for the 31. Into the final corner. They were 3 wide in turn number 1, but Daisy Stone, first win of the year for the 31. It's another new winner. The 6th of the year. What a finish from Watkins Glen. I don't know what happened to Grayson Getz, but over the course of 2 laps, he went from 1st all the way to 6th. So something was wrong with that 18 car. And a couple other guys, like Adam Hemmer, goes from 2nd to 5th. And it's stolen by Daisy Stone. But now we have to show you just a recap of that first lap.